Ladies and gentlemen, after owning these tires for over a year, I can finally sit down and give you my honest to God review of these Toyo Open Country ATs. If you're new to our channel, my name is Nick Lanza. This is Car Rant, and we do builds, reviews, and have candid conversations about cars. Today we will be reviewing these Toyo Open Country ATs on my Pajero Mark I. I love this truck and I love these tires, and if that sounds like stuff that you're into, please stick around. We have a lot more coming, especially when it comes to some mods for this guy. Today we're doing this tire review in probably my favorite vehicle we've ever had on the channel, and that's my Mark I Pajero. This is a 1990 long wheelbase model. It is built for the purpose of going off-road. From factory, these things are set up incredibly well with great diffs, great ratios, and of course the fantastic long wheelbase means I can pretty much just go wherever the heck I feel like going. We are also using the factory wheel size. We're not doing anything fancy with it. These are in fact 31. And here I am driving this thing around town, and it's probably one of the easiest cars I've ever driven. I know this sounds a little bit like I'm reviewing the truck, but it's the tires that make the difference. When I first bought this, it had a set of Yokohama Geolanders on it, and they weren't bad, but these are miles above better. Previously on the channel, we actually reviewed a set of, well, Nittos, and those Nittos lasted forever. If you want to see those, click that thing in the corner. By and large, we had great responses from that. People were really interested in what we had to say, and it's time we do another review of similar caliber, hence this Toyo Open Countries. Oh, look at that. This road is covered in salt and ice, and I am just gripping everywhere. These tires have been one of the best upgrades I've ever felt on this truck. On road, the grip is fantastic, the comfort level is great, and with the special tread pattern that's on there, it actually has pretty good grip in the rain too. Something that I myself actually had concerns about, because as you're aware, if you're into this type of truck and this type of tire, grip in the rain can be a bit problematic. The special little grooves that are on the chunks themselves help maintain your composure while driving in the rain. One of the chief complaints that a lot of ATs get is that they don't have great cornering power at speed on the highway. Let me be the first to tell you, these have incredible amounts of grip. So much so that they handle more like a performance tire at times than they do an AT when I'm driving on the road. For me, as a daily use guy, that's not a problem. I want all the grip I can get, and this is perfect. Comfortable, balanced, everything you would want in a daily use setup without being rough. It's awesome. And of course, if you're here on this video looking at a tire review for all terrains, you really want to know how does it do, well, off-road. The answer, plain and simple, these things are incredible. These are extremely comparable to the Nittos that we've reviewed before, and I'd honestly argue that for my purposes, these are even better than those Nittos, because they do have some of that hybrid technology to make them good on pavement where they're not noisy, the ride level's comfortable, and I can go down pretty low in my tire pressure. But they're also super capable in the snow, in the sand, in the dirt. I've been able to test these things pretty thoroughly, and I've come to the conclusion that I did not waste my money at all. I mean, here I am pulling Ian out of a ditch that entirely enveloped his entire front tire without any problems. It's an absolute beast of a truck, but without the grip from these tires, this truck wouldn't be able to do anything. Case in point, why Ian couldn't get out of the ditch. In the snow, the tread is set up so perfectly that it's able to fling the snow out to continue to dig in. And that's kind of the best thing you want out of a set of all-terrains if you're dealing with snowy conditions a lot, is something that's going to be able to find purchase no matter what. At first, you might shimmy and shake, but that's to be expected as your tires look for that purchase. On other sets of ATs that I've been in or had the opportunity to ride along with, they didn't bite in nearly as much as these do. It's almost as if these things are like little mini shovels just digging in so they can finally do something serious. In fact, honest to God, I had so much fun playing around in the snow that I legitimately am looking for any excuse to find a parking lot with gigantic snow mounds in it so I could just try to climb over it, because that's how much confidence these tires have given me in this incredible machine. I have a good feeling that if you got a set of these open countries, you would be right at home doing whatever the heck you felt like doing, because they just respond to whatever your vehicle wants to do. Now, if you're like me and you daily drive your SUV, your off-roader, whatever the case might be, what's it like for these things on a day-to-day use? Honest to God, I love it. You don't get a ton of road noise, so you're not coming home with a massive headache because of how loud and obnoxious some other forms of ATs can be. Case in point, I'm doing about 35-40 miles an hour, and you don't hear them. You hear a little bit of road noise because of the box shape that my truck is, and you hear the engine for sure because of an exhaust leak, but they're quiet. Something that I never expected out of a set of ATs, dedicated ATs. The compound is soft enough where it gives you purchase on everyday surfaces and also on like stone and stuff like that, but it's also hard enough where it can handle a lot of abuse at any point in time. In fact, even Ian drove this thing and he complimented the fact that these tires are so good, it's almost making the ride boring. That says a lot. So all of that said, are these tires worth the money? Absolutely. If you are an avid enthusiast of going outdoors, going into the mud, going in the sticks, going in the snow, these are going to be great tires for you to pick up. You can still do your everyday life with them while at the same time being able to use them on a dedicated off-roader and not have any problems. They're comfortable yet capable, and I feel like that's the best way to describe these tires, which is why they're absolutely worth it. But enough yammering out of me. Have you guys driven on a set of these before? What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, because that's the whole point of a review, getting the knowledge that you seek about something you're interested in, right? We do our best to answer every question as quickly and efficiently as we can, but without further ado, God bless you guys. I'm heading off to go get some food in town, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace!